that you're teaching Vedic maths. I've heard about it, but I don't know much about it. Could you please throw some light on this particular?
Crucial role, because Vedic math is something where if you do the calculation in your usual method in 50 seconds or 40 seconds, the same question, the same calculation you can do by this method within 10 to 15 seconds.
English, you speak very fluent English, to be honest. And how did you start improving your English? Can you?
I started learning this language in conversation, because I am from English background only, but you know that we people know very well that in our school we never spoke English. English journey started early, around 6 months ago. I
So when you start
Correct, correct,
speaking,
yes.
then only you learn speaking. But people thought that just by listening they can learn English, which is not going to
Yeah,
happen. Because the time when I was listening, I used to feel that okay, I can also speak what's the difficult in this. But the time I started opening my mouth, I used to face a lot of difficulties. Like words, they don't come to my mind. There are times when I felt like blank. Because for speaking,
right,
speaking practice is necessary. So instead of sharing
right,
thoughts in English, because sometimes I have to put a pressure on my mind to speak correct words during English conversation.
correct.
With Hindi, it's not happen.
Very, but I feel that your message should be delivered exactly the way you want to your receiver. That is the most important thing. The
Still, I feel reluctant to use that word. I feel maybe if I mispronounce it, what if it is not fit in that
Yes.
particular context?
One more interesting fact. Let me tell you. To your surprise, in foreign countries, Hindi is taught in English medium.
Very good evening, Ankita. How are you doing?
Hi, very good evening, Karishma ma'am. How are you? Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
I am also doing great. Thank you for asking. But please don't call me ma'am. You can call me simply Karishma.
Okay, sure, sure.
Yeah.
So, Karishma, how are you doing?
I'm doing really great, fantastic. After a long time, I'm connecting with somebody today because it's been more than 10 days. I have been taking sessions only with the tutor, so I was missing that personal conversation, personal touch. I would love to connect with people, as you know. So I think I'm connecting after.
Likewise. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Likewise. In fact, I'm connecting after almost 2 months, I think, because we had few
Oh,
conversations. Yeah, we had few conversations on WhatsApp during our group sessions when Neha ma'am had created that group. After that, I was completely into my this own Vedic maths teaching and all. So that's why I'm connecting after a long time, I can say.
wow, great, great. So, like, I know already about you. We had a conversation through mobile, WhatsApp conversation. So, but still, for my audience, I would like you to give a brief introduction of yours.
Okay, so my name is Ankita Khadi, and I'm connecting you from Mumbai. And originally, I'm from Uttarakhand. And after marriage, I shifted to here, Mumbai, a decade ago. And I am mother to two kids. And the elder one is 11 years old girl, and the younger one is 4.5 years son. And my son was born in Singapore. And because we were there for 5 years, and I have done my graduation and post graduation with zoology subject, and I have my professional degrees like B.Ed and M.Ed, and I have worked as a lecturer in B.Ed college and degree college also, and after that, actually, we planned to move to Singapore because my husband got a very good opportunity of job there. So we shifted there for a long 5 years, and that was very wonderful time of ours there. And that time, I was blessed with my son, and later we shifted here last year. And now I am working as a certified Vedic maths coach, and I'm giving online classes to Singapore students and Indian students. And including this, I also have a YouTube channel. That's only because of this English conversation journey. And I actually stumbled upon one of the video of conversation, and I found it so much interesting and fascinating. So I thought I should also give it a try. And I engaged my kids basically because the main purpose of mine was to engage my kids in some productive activity. So that's why I created that channel. And Currently, I'm not in so much active in that channel, but yes, surely whenever I get good content, I always post it. So
That's
that's all about me.
I think it's an amazing introduction. You includes everything, and I'm really fascinated to know about that you are teaching Vedic maths. I've heard about it, but I don't know much about it. Could you please throw some light on this particular Vedic math? Like how does it work and what is the purpose of teaching that?
Okay. So first of all, I teach you how this journey actually began. So this Vedic maths journey actually began when I was in Singapore. So basically, I did this course during my pregnancy. And
Okay.
it's completely altogether is a different topic because some that time I was actually into some prenatal yoga classes. So one of my yoga teacher, the teacher was there. So one of the group member told us about the as our yoga teacher already has informed us about the importance of learning new things during pregnancy. It actually has a long lasting effect on our baby, because that is the very important phase, basically the third trimester, 6 to 9 month. So she said ki, whatever you will learn at this time, it will directly impact your kid. So whatever you are learning, his subconscious mind is very strong, he can opt anything. So someone shared about this Vedic math. I thought, let's give it a try. So
Okay.
that time I joined this course and I found it very interesting. And to your surprise, during that course only I delivered my baby. My course had few days left to complete. But
Okay.
yes, yeah, I delivered baby during that time only. So delivery was also very smooth, and this journey was also very interesting. This, so later I thought, let's make it a career, because as you know, we people, especially the mothers,
Mother.
we need to be we need to take care of our kids 24/7. And for that, it's very important to quit your job for some time and give your time to your kid. So it was not possible for me to go for this job, basically my lecture job. So I
Right.
thought, let's go for such kind of course which can I do at home also. So when I came back from Singapore, I thought uh, I should go for the full-fledged course of Vedic math. So I actually took the complete course, and as a coach now, as a Vedic maths coach. So now currently I am working as a certified Vedic maths coach. We will talk about the Vedic maths. What is basically Vedic maths? So Vedic maths is basically originated from India only. And why it is actually getting so much popularity these days, the reason behind is that because the calculation part, generally we people know during competitive exam, we have to complete the paper on time, and
Right.
that in that allotted time period. So there it actually plays a very crucial role, because Vedic math is something where if you do the calculation in your usual method in 50 seconds or 40 seconds, the same question, the same calculation you can do by this method within 10 to 15 seconds. So
Oh,
that's the difference. Yes. So in every question, you can save at least your 20 seconds, and you know how much time is important during competitive exam.
right. Right.
So that's why this is actually getting popular day by day. And to your surprise, I have also gone through this news that many foreign countries are also introducing it for their kids in their curriculum.
Curriculum. Okay.
So, yeah, PM Modi has shared about it. I will share video about it to you. So, many countries are opting our culture, our good things. Basically, this is very interesting thing. So they are opting this one. So I thought I should go for this. So that's why from last around 4 months, I am working as a certified Vedic maths coach. I have already taught around 15 students. 15 more than 15 students, and they were very happy, their parents are very happy to learn, and they also want to go for the advanced courses.
Wow.
So that's all about the Vedic maths.
That's really great because I did not know anything about this Vedic math. I heard it first time. Heard it before also, but I was not knowingly like what it is exactly and how it works. I know about abacus because kids like from my time, they used to go for abacus, where you can calculate numbers on your fingers. So is it different from that, or you follow the
Yeah,
same concepts?
it's little bit different from abacus because abacus has different levels, and they have four levels. In case of Vedic maths, there is no such kind of levels. I mean, you can do this course within a short period of time, not need of so long period of time. Yes.
Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, so but apart from math, if I talk about your English, you speak very fluent English, to be honest. And how did you start improving your English? Can you please tell me about that also?
Okay, thank you so much for this compliment first. Actually, frankly speaking, I feel that wherever you live, whether you live in India or whether you live in Singapore, if you are not into anything, then you can't learn anything. If you have the same kind of environment, like if you have the same Hindi environment in Singapore also, then you can't learn, you know. So that's the thing. But yes, I was also like this because there my daughter had that is English medium school. So from there, I started learning this language in conversation because I am from English background only, but you know that we people know very well that in our school we never spoke English. We always, hesitant to speak, especially the spoken English. Sometimes we speak just in front of our teacher, and that is just two, three sentences.
Right.
And later we never go for the conversation part. So spoken English is completely different thing, and the text English is completely different. So when I was in Singapore that time, when my daughter had some PTM, and there I started learning little bit about the English. Okay, conversational English is very important. So that time also I used to talk more in text English, but later I found, okay, this English is something different. Okay, so a little bit I started learning, but yes, that was also not consciously, just because I had to do with my kids teachers and all, so that I did. But later when I came back to India, and I thought, because my daughter is into preteen phase, because she is soon going to teenager, so she is in the preteen phase currently. So you know very well, this is the phase when girls are so much into Insta reels and everything, Barbie and all these things. So she spent so much time on Insta, scrolling reels, and I said, "Beta, why are you, so much into this Insta and all?" She said, "Mama, looks how beautiful it is. How look their nails and all, look their makeup and all." I thought she will spoil herself if she will completely look into all these things. So I thought better you go for something better, and better you utilize your energy for something productive.
Productive.
So I decided to make a YouTube channel for them. So I
Okay.
told her, better you go make some YouTube channel and post something good about yourself or your English, because her English is good because she had the base of Singapore education,
Yes.
so she has good English. So I told her to make your own channel. So that's why we made our own channel. So our channel name is Global Bond. So my son and she made few videos on the basis of English, on English some conversations, some prepositions, and all these kind of some basic English kitchen vocabulary,
Wow.
ABCD and all.
Okay.
Yes. So that is about the channel. So from there, whatever we watch in our YouTube channel, so the same algorithm we get. So through that, I stumbled upon one of the video of Sunita at English Adventure.
Okay.
So then I came to know, oh my God, there is a complete whole English community is there who are conversing with each other, and it's so interesting and fascinating. So from there, I actually, came in contact of all these YouTubers and all. So I also started this journey of conversation from there. And later, when I actually, jumped into this thing, I found that I'm growing through my personality. My speaking is also improving, and I'm also getting the daily conversational words day by day. So from that day, more or less, I'm trying to get more words. I'm trying to learn more words. But yes, this journey, English journey, started early, around 6 months ago. I think around 8 months ago. But yes, Vedic math started just 4 months ago. But yes, earlier when I was in this journey of English conversation, so because of that only I was actually speaking very well currently. But I feel because from last 6 months I'm consciously learning this language.
Okay.
I'm consciously learning this spoken English, and mindfully I'm focusing on the words.
Okay.
Okay, what we call these words, like generally we said, okay, just wear your clothes, remove your clothes, but nowadays we say put on your clothes, take off your
Mhm.
clothes.
Right.
So these are all different words now. The behavioral English is different,
Right. Right.
spoken English is different. So consciously I'm working on this from last 5 to 6 months, I can say, on and off, but yes, not regularly,
Nice.
on and off.
Okay.
And including this, my Vedic maths coach journey is also going on simultaneously. So that's all about my English journey.
No, but your journey is quite inspiring because the day you have decided that you have to become better in this, you started putting or implement things into it. You started doing conversation with other people, and that is the only best method I feel if you want to improve your English. Until you speak,
Correct.
you can't learn it. You can't even learn it even if you listen the English language for whole year. It doesn't make any impact. It's just that you will consuming, but you're not putting outside that, so that is also important.
Exactly.
So when you start
Correct. Correct.
speaking,
Yes.
then only you learn speaking. But people thought that just by listening they can learn English, which is not going to
Yeah.
happen.
True. True. That completely. I'm agree with you totally, because I have seen being as a passive learner also. I have also seen myself as a passive listener also. When I was a passive learner, I thought, okay, this I can do, that I can do. But
Yeah.
later, when I
We
actually jump
feel
into
that
that
we
thing,
know. Yeah.
yeah, we always feel okay, we can do this thing, we can do
Yes.
that thing also. It looks very easy.
It's
But
right.
when you actually jump into some conversation, then you come to know, okay, it's actually very tough.
Yeah, yeah, that is
Yes.
true. Because the time when I was listening, I used to feel that, okay, I can also speak what's the difficult in this. But the time I started opening my mouth, I used to face a lot of difficulties. Like words, they don't come to my mind. There are times when I felt like blank. Like
Hmm.
and I was thinking like what is happening, I know it, I have been listening this conversation or this kind of topics for so long, why am I not able to speak? Because for speaking,
Right.
speaking practice is necessary, so you have to create your environment,
Necessary.
that is very important. Okay, so my next
Right.
question to you is, did your time in Singapore help you improving your English accent or vocabulary in any way? What do you feel?
During my Singapore stay, I feel that I actually introduced to spoken English.
Okay.
Frankly speaking, I was introduced to spoken English from there only. But that time I didn't use that much English
Okay.
phrases more. Yeah, it was very general English language.
Basic.
But later when I found all the Hindi friend circle, so I
Okay.
forgot all I forgot all English and all.
It usually happens
Yes.
if we feel more comfortable in our mother tongue. We don't want to
Yeah,
speak
because
English.
later I found all my Hindi group, so slowly I forgotten about all those things.
I can resonate
But
with
yes.
this thing because whenever I find a circle of friends who are speaking in Hindi, I feel comfortable in that instead of sharing thoughts
Right.
in English, because sometimes I have to put a pressure on my mind to speak correct words during English conversation.
Correct.
With Hindi, it's not happen. I am very
Yeah.
fluent in Hindi. I don't even need to think that what should I say next.
Correct.
But in English, sometimes I have to prepare myself, okay, that this is how I have to deliver this particular sentence. It is still happening because I'm not really into it, because the kind of environment get I got when I was young, it was completely Hindi background, Hindi surrounding, Hindi medium school, Hindi medium college, so there was no such exposure of English at all. So it's been like recently 3 4 years I am in the surrounding of English, or my like I'm having conversation with people. So
But you are
yeah,
very good at English, ma'am. What I feel.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm good, I'm able to express, but sometimes I feel that
Yes.
uh, I should achieve a certain level, like where I can speak advanced words, advanced vocabulary, or
Mhm.
the sentence framing can be better. It can be better. So this is what I feel
Mhm.
now. So I'm still
Mhm.
working on it, maybe.
Yes, and the most important thing is the communication. Generally, these days, the surrounding or the scenario has been made like this ki, okay, advanced phrase is very important,
Right.
advanced, vocabulary is very, but I feel that your message should be delivered exactly the way you want to your receiver. That is the most important thing, the communication, if
Communication.
that communication is happening very smoothly and very fluently, then I think you have achieved your purpose.
That is true. That is true. You are saying right. Even I am also on this side because I also feel that basic English is just enough to communicate your thought. You should know that
Hmm.
how to transfer your thought to somebody in the same manner you
Hmm.
want to give it. But the
Yes.
time has changed. The Gen Z people are there.
Right.
They are using different kinds of slangs
Hmm.
and, language, phrases, idioms.
Hmm.
So it is
Hmm.
going to be difficult in future for us because when we are
Correct, correct.
maybe
We need to
when we
face up with the
yeah
our current
current
generation.
generation, that is the very difficult
Hmm.
thing for now. Current situation
Hmm.
is comfortable, we can speak, we can communicate, and that's fine. But when even
Hmm.
now when I connect with somebody who is like Gen Z, I feel that
Hmm.
the way they talk, it's quite fast. They speak very fast,
Right.
very natural.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
sometimes I have to listen to them very carefully just to understand that.
Hmm.
So I don't want myself to face this situation like years after, when my children, they will grown up, maybe when I become a grandmother, that time maybe I feel very low that, oh my God, that I don't know how to express this. So I don't want this situation in future. For that, I want myself to prepare. And for from that perspective, I feel that it's important. You have to come up with the, or you have to uh, compatible with the coming generation. You have to learn those things just to compete with them.
True.
Otherwise, it will very
Exactly.
difficult. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Because we actually need to pace up with our current generation, and with the time we need to change, because the thing
Exactly.
which we are carrying, it's not going to work for a long time.
Right. It is for few years, maybe 5, 10 years.
Yes,
After 10 to 15 years, the level of English, that
yes.
is definitely going to
Hmm.
change. I'm telling you. So we
Right.
have to prepare ourselves for that also.
Hmm. Correct, correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, I want to ask you
Hmm.
something that like there are many learners who struggle with hesitation only. I mean, they are good with their grammar, they are good with their English, their writing and all, everything they are good. So what kind of advice would you like to give them just to come out of their hesitation? What should they need to do?
But I feel that without coming into the ground, practical ground, you can't learn anything. Everything, that's why our subjects are divided into two, theory and practical. If you will not jump into the practical part, then you can't learn anything. The theory is something which is completely into your mind. Okay, it is completely in your thoughts, but when you take it in your action, then only the person will see you what is actually changing in your personality. Otherwise everything is here, no. The
Right.
action, whatever the action we take first, it actually created in our mind, but if it is in your mind only, then there is no use. If it is not changing into the practical action, then there is no use. And if you are able to turn it in your action, then there is the use of that thought. Otherwise, though, we all are doing this passive listening since long. I think
Since long,
from
yeah.
childhood we are all doing passive learning. We
Even
are
I have been
these
doing
days,
it.
so
Yeah.
yeah, these days, so we have so many content, especially podcast and all. We all are watching so
Right.
many channels, English channels. We are learning new words also. In this case, I always appreciate and admire Neha ma'am and Sunita ma'am. I have seen Sunita ma'am always have mentioned that whenever she, watch any podcast, whenever she notice any new word, she write it in her notebook and she use it 2 3 times in a
Mm.
different way, and that in this way it becomes so regular in his vocabulary that later she use it very well. So
Right.
that I feel very important,
That kind of
whatever
action
she is
is
doing.
important. That kind of
Yeah,
action we should always take. We should implement, but generally we don't because we are all
we
occupied
don't
with our
know.
life. We are not that much
Hmm.
serious about it. If somebody is so much
Hmm.
passionate, they have a
Hmm.
particular goal, then they definitely do it. So same with me. Even I am very lazy in terms of note down and learning all those things.
Hmm.
That's how I feel that my progress is quite slow as compared to others because I'm not implementing that those things, which is very important. You
Right,
have to
right, right.
consciously learn those. You have to consciously use them.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
yes.
is
So
important.
what I learned from her, this point is very, very important of her advice. I have seen her many times. So she said that she did like this only. So, but yes, we people just listen. We never, apply it.
We never implement it. But yeah, recently I try to implement all these things. Like in terms of vocabulary, if I compare even my videos with my previous year videos, there's a huge difference because the time when I used to create those videos, I did not even know the meanings of few words. Sometimes I need to Google it. But now I'm able to understand and even I'm able to put few new words during my conversation also. So that is happening because I'm actively putting some efforts into it. Otherwise, it's very
Right,
difficult
right.
for me. Yeah.
Right, that is very admirable because whenever we use new word, na, we also feel very
Feel
happy.
happy.
We
Yeah, we
also
feel
very
confident.
very content.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we feel very satisfied. Okay, today we have used one new word
New
in our
word.
conversation.
Right.
Yes, so it feels very good.
So I mean, like the for the people who are feeling hesitant, you should have to start speaking by this time. If you don't,
Yes, what
then
I
you may
feel that.
never come out of that hesitation. Speaking is really
Yes, if
important.
you have your own mobile, you all people these days has smartphones. So
Right.
what they can do, they can record their own voice. Then they can listen their own voice, ki how their intonation is going on, how their pronunciation is going on, and just give some topic to yourself only.
Yourself.
Okay, if I have to talk about any topic like any, what if my if I will have to take care of my family, how will I take care of my family, any topic you can take you can opt, if you can ask your family, okay, give me any topic, then you can talk about that topic,
Right.
you can record your content. I think this is the best way
Right.
to I have seen when generally we people feel ki, okay, we can talk on any topic, but when actually we started talking, we always get blank, we always get blank in between of blackout, we always get the blackout in the between of our conversation. Then I feel it's very important, this
Right.
practice consistency is something which actually gives result.
Yes,
If we
right.
are not consistent, then it always be like, okay, this graph will always be like this.
Right. And even, sometimes what happen, even if I know the words, I feel like using it. I have that sentence, the context is also there, but still I feel reluctant to use that word. I feel maybe if I mispronounce it, what if it is not fit in that
Yes.
particular context? Many times it happens. So, the practice is really important. If you have to learn
Hmm.
something, just practice with that one word in different situation on your own first, and then try to speak with others so
Correct.
that you will feel confident.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
exactly. The way the thing you are telling me, na, it happens with me also. I always get confused ki whether I'm using it correct or not, whether its
right,
pronunciation is correct or not.
right. It
So
happens
we
with me.
always remain in that dilemma, and that phase actually, pass.
Right. Okay, I want to ask you
Yes.
something related to like how do you manage to balance teaching maths and improving communication skill together? Because you said from the last 4 months you are only into teaching maths. So what it
Yes.
has any impact on your speaking skills also, or are you not spending time, or how do you manage if you're doing it like both at the same time?
For that reason, I can say that both are actually complementing each other because
Okay.
when I'm teaching Vedic maths, I have all the Singapore students,
Okay.
so they understand English only.
English
So my
only.
medium of yes, so my medium of communication is English. So this English speaking is actually helping me there because they are the however few are Indian origin kid, few are British origin kid also. They have different accent and their English is different. So this spoken English is actually helping me there.
That's great,
I'm
I
getting
think.
more confident. Yes, I'm getting more confident to talk because during our class we just not only talk about the Vedic maths. Generally, we also did normal conversation. Also, we do a normal conversation also. Okay, how school is going on? What teacher has taught you today? So for all these things, you need to have some spoken English knowledge. So
Definitely.
it is actually helping me there. It is complementing there.
That's great, I think. I think in today's time, every educator, he or she makes sure to communicate in English with the student, whether you are teaching math or any other subject except Hindi. So most of the teachers, they try to
Okay, yes,
communicate in English.
one more interesting fact. Let me tell you. To your surprise, in foreign countries, English is actually taught Hindi is taught in English medium. You know, if you will say anar, okay, say anar, they will say anar means pomegranate.
Similarly, that we teach English
Yes.
here in Hindi.
Yeah,
I have seen
as we say A for apple, apple mane say. Okay,
a
they will say anar. Okay, means anar means pomegranate. Okay, do you know red color pomegranate? They teach like this.
So
And
ultimately, the
I
translation is important. Translation is important in the beginning because until you know the name of things in your own language, how will you
mm,
identify that? That's why it is
yes,
basic knowledge of English you can get only in Hindi. Initial. Like people say that
yes.
it's not good to learn English in Hindi, but I think basic things be required at initial
Very
stage.
important. Yeah, initially it is very important because we don't know the basic meaning of
Basic
it, then how
meaning.
can we use it in
Right.
our language? So English to Hindi is very important in our initial phase. Later, we automatically understand the context. So
Mhm.
then we can use it. But in the beginning, it's very important to have the base. For that base, Hindi is very important.
Right. That's
And in Singapore, there is two big societies, Hindi societies. So in their own curriculum, there is one mother language. They can opt mother language. So the people opt Hindi also. People from Tamil Nadu. Okay, their third primary language is Tamil.
okay.
Okay, in Singapore, the first is English, second is Chinese, third is this Tamil language. So people from North India and people from Kerala, Andhra side, they opt for Hindi.
Okay,
Okay,
because they don't know
so
Hindi.
they don't know Tamil because they
No
have to
Tamil,
opt any
okay.
mother language. Yeah, they
Okay.
have to opt any mother language. They can opt either Tamil, Hindi, or Mandarin. Mandarin means Chinese.
Yes.
Okay, so Chinese is actually tough language. But not easy to understand because in language is also very different. So
Okay.
generally they opt for Hindi.
Okay.
So I also got one of the Hindi student there. I also got the opportunity to teach one of the student of Hindi medium. She was from Kerala,
Okay.
so I had to teach everything in English
Okay.
to her.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Hindi in the English medium.
Got it. They don't understand Hindi. I know.
Yeah, because she was from Kerala, and Kerala people also don't know this Hindi language. So
Right.
for North Indian, it's a little easy, but for them, it's quite tough. So first I need to tell her in English, then she understand, okay, what is the meaning of this word. Sometimes I used to feel, oh my God, how to translate this word?
It
Few words
happens.
are very, yeah, it happens. So
Yeah.
it was very different experience there. So I found that in every country these days it's happening that English, Hindi and Sanskrit is actually becoming very popular,
Okay.
and people are opting these two languages, and it's very important to teach these languages in English. So if you
Right.
are very good if you are very good at English, if you are get good at Hindi,
Hindi.
then you can actually earn anywhere all over
Right.
the world.
Right.
Yes.
But you know
In fact,
what?
Sanskrit is also getting so popular these days.
Right, but I think we can speak Hindi very well, but when it comes to teaching, I think I am not good at it. I can't teach Hindi to somebody. I can make them speak Hindi, but I cannot make them
Hmm.
write the normal official Hindi language, which is like the basic actual
Hmm.
Hindi words. Even I don't know them. I can help
Right.
them to learn day-to-day Hindi, which we
Hmm. Hmm.
usually speak at home.
Huh.
But
Right,
otherwise,
right.
it is also
Generally, when I was not into this teaching, I thought it would be very easy to teach Hindi. Hindi is our mother tongue. It's very
yes.
so.
I
But when it come to the teaching part, I realized it. Oh, it's
It's
actually very tough
very
because they people are just blank. They are not understanding anything. You
anything.
just have to start everything from the scratch.
Correct. Right, right.
Yes.
Okay, so
So
one
it
more question.
happens.
Yeah, one more question I would like to ask you. For example, if a student say that I hate math, what would you say or do in that particular moment? What would you tell him?
Okay. If kids says that they hate maths, so for those people, this Vedic maths is just a treasure because
Okay.
it is something so quick that when generally kids why they don't like maths because they don't get the results fast. Okay, whenever they are calculating, if they don't get the result fast, they always says, okay, maths is very bad. Okay, Vedic math is something where the tricks are so easy to do and you get the results very fast. So once you accomplish something, you always feel that subject is yours. Okay, so it is something I feel that Vedic math is something that can solve all the problems of math. If kids is very good at maths, it's a wonderful session for him. And if kid is not good at math, again it's very good for him because this
Okay.
subject will create interest of that kid
Interest.
in this math.
Okay, that's
I
great.
just share one example, recent anecdote of my own son. My husband bought a big puzzle for my daughter, around 100 pieces. Okay, 100-piece puzzle. So my son was also there to assemble all those. He said, "Oh my God, it's a tough task, Mama. Why Papa bought this gift puzzle? It's such a horrible task. How to do this and that." So I said, puzzle can also be easy, but this is a big puzzle. That's why you are feeling like that. So I asked my husband, please buy few easy puzzles so that this mindset of him that puzzle are always tough will get erased. So he said, okay. Then actually, he bought a 4 pieces puzzle and 8 pieces puzzle for him. Now he was very happy. Okay, now because he was able to do all that thing, he was able to assemble pieces. He said, "Oh
Nice.
wow, Mama, puzzle is very beautiful. Puzzle is very interesting." I said, "Because it is for you. It is your age group. That was for your sister. She is elder. She is 11 years, so she can do 100 pieces puzzle. You can't."
Right,
So it
right.
happens. So
With math
you should
also.
always start with the easiest thing.
Easiest.
Then kids will take interest. If you will
Definitely.
directly jump into the difficult part, then kid always resist to learn that language or that subject, anything.
Yeah, I really admire the way you explain it because it's absolutely true. When the kid is able to solve a small problem, he feel confident. He
Yes,
feels like, okay, I can do it, and he feel enthusiastic for that particular thing.
right.
But apart from that, if
Uh,
somebody is like not able to solve a problem or like he feels demotivated, okay, it's not my cup of tea.
hmm,
I can't do it. They have some
right.
negative feelings and negative thought. So even I don't know
Uh,
how to begin with kids because I have a child, but I don't teach him because he usually doesn't sit with me for study. He does everything himself or in the classroom as well, but he doesn't take my help. He's really good in studies, but recently I don't know what happened to him. He's not taking so much interest in studies. So I'm little bit concerned about it. I think we have only 1 minute left. Oh my God, I don't even
okay.
realize it's already 40 minutes. But amazing
Oh.
conversation, Ankita. I really feel very fascinated about this Vedic math, and truly, I want my son to register with you, and I want to see changes. That how will he learn? And thank you so much for joining
Okay,
me
sure, sure,
today.
sure. He will definitely show the difference. I can mark it.
That's great. Thank you so much. I think it's a wonderful session for me because I'm getting a teacher for my son also. Apart from, I did not imagine to be like this. I thought of let's have a normal conversation. But the moment you explained about the Vedic math, I personally feel interested.